Hey guys, this is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and today we are going to talk about some equipment that would be good for those who are struggling with bad knees, maybe some hip pain, some mobility issues. I know that if you are struggling with any sort of pain, it can be really frustrating, especially for us fitness enthusiasts who just want to get back to our normal routine of hitting the gym, going hard, but that's not always the best case. However, there are still things that you can do even if you are suffering from an injury or are suffering from any sort of pain. So we went ahead and talked to Dr. Mike Massey, who is a doctor of physical therapy, and he kind of gave us some tips, some advice on what machines would be best for those who are struggling with some sort of knee pain or mobility issues, anything like that. Now today we have 4 different types of cardio-based equipment that would be good fit for those struggling with some knee pain, like I said before. So we have an elliptical, a rower, a bike, and a treadmill. We're gonna talk all about our top picks for those machines and why we think they would be a good fit for you. But first, go ahead, subscribe to our channel so you can continue to see all things fitness. We have a lot coming your way that you aren't gonna wanna miss, so hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to purchase any of the products that we talk about today, go ahead and use the link below the like button. When you do that, it does give us a small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. Lastly, some of these products that we're going to talk about today were sent to us by the company, but as always, I'll always tell you what I think is good, what I think is bad. We'll be transparent and honest about every piece of machinery that we review, so let's talk about it. So the first thing we are going to talk about is the Horizon 7.0 AE Elliptical, and that is what you see right behind me. Now, I love the Horizon 7.0, 7.4, 7.8 treadmill. They are honestly ranked as some of my favorite treadmills out there. So I was excited to kind of get into the weeds of this elliptical to see if it matches up with my high standard of what Horizon has brought to the table already. Now, elliptical training in general is so great for those who have bad knees or bad hips because it takes away any sort of hard impact that you would find with running. You're going to kind of have the same movement in terms of your legs and your arms moving in tandem like you would find with running, but it's more of a gliding motion and you're not going to have any sort of hard impact as your foot hits the ground like you would find with running. With the 7.0, as I was using it, I felt like it was super sturdy, super stable. I didn't find that there was any sort of shakiness or grinding on the gliding motion, and overall a 10 out of 10 in terms of comfort level. With the 7.0, it actually has a 20-inch maximum stride length. Now this is far and above a lot of the other elliptical stride lengths that we see, so above industry standard, and I think that this is important because you don't want to have to cut off your stride length in order to fit the machine. When you do that, you're actually cutting off a lot of activation from certain muscles. You're not reaping the full benefit like you would with your full stride length. So finding a machine that fits that stride length is really important. With the 7.0, it actually has 20 levels of resistance, so you're able to really break a sweat, get your heart rate up. It also has 20 levels of incline, which is far and above a lot of other ellipticals that we see at this price point. Now, this is a larger elliptical at 76 inches long, 24 inches wide, and 65.5 inches high. So make sure that you have enough space. Also, it's pretty heavy, so having a friend help you move it around, it is portable, it does have wheels, but it's not the easiest thing to move. Now for this elliptical, it's under $1,000, so a great price point with a lot of features, and I think really beneficial for those who are struggling with any sort of bad knees, any sort of mobility issues, or any sort of hip pain. Alright, so if ellipticals are not your jam, which they're not for everybody, go ahead and check out our pick for the best studio cycle bike. That is the Nordic Track S22i Studio Cycle. Now, this bike is easily one of my favorite magnetic bikes out there, and I know that I am saying that while the Peloton bike is out there. Okay, Peloton people, don't come at me. I've said it. I like the S22i better, like don't rip my head off. With this bike, it actually comes with a rotating 22-inch touchscreen. So it uses iFit programming. So whether or not you want to go ahead and take the cycling classes on the bike or rotate the screen and take the cross-training classes off the bike, you're able to do that. iFit programming comes with a wide variety of class options. So you have Pilates, you have yoga, you have strength training. There is a lot available to you with the iFit programming that it would be really beneficial for anybody looking to improve mobility, strengthen their knees, strengthen their joints, and more. A key thing I like about this bike is that it comes with both an incline and decline feature. You don't see this with a lot of other magnetic resistance bikes. When you're using the iFit programming, your instructor will go ahead and automatically adjust the incline or the resistance to whatever class you're taking. Now you can go ahead, override that feature if you don't want to, but for me, I love the feel of hopping on the bike, having my class already set, and being able to just follow along with the programming there. Another thing that I like about this bike is it actually has like a comfortable bike seat. I actually don't know if that's a thing. I mean, if you sat on a recumbent bike seat, that's probably the most comfortable, and everything else kind of just like falls short. Now, when I compare this bike seat to the Peloton bike seat, I do find the S22i bike seat to be a little bit more comfortable. Although everybody knows if you've been on a cycle bike, it's gonna take some getting used to. However, there are seat pads that you can buy on their website if you're wanting that extra level of comfort. This bike also comes with dual pedals, which I really appreciate. So you don't have to go out and buy cycling cleats in order to use this bike. You can go ahead and just use your like Nanos or your Metcons with the cage toe box. However, if you do have cycling shoes, you are able to use those as well. Last thing about this bike, it can accommodate riders of 4'10" all the way up to 6'10". You can easily adjust the seat to be able to fit you wherever that perfect height is. For that reason, I love this bike. It accommodates a lot of users, has great programming, is gentle on the knees, good for anybody really struggling with mobility issues. Now, when I say treadmill, some people might automatically get turned off and say, I have bad knees, I can't be running. But there is so much you can do on a treadmill that isn't just running. And we have chosen the NordicTrack 1750 for a couple of reasons. One, it has an incline and decline setting. So I think that is key to anybody who doesn't want to do a lot of running. It's going to bring a lot of variety to your training. So actually, when you walk backwards on a treadmill at a slow pace, it will actually help strengthen your knee tendons, which is vastly important. Also, walking at a decline is going to help with overall knee health as well. So having that 15% incline as well as a 3% decline come with this treadmill, I think is a great option. The 1750 comes with a 60 by 22 inch belt deck, which is great size for anybody looking to do running, jogging, sprinting. I mean, it can accommodate a large stride length. Now, one thing that I want to point out about the 1750 is it has a well-cushioned belt deck. So again, it's going to really help with that impactfulness that you find when you are running or walking. It kind of feels like you're walking on a cloud, especially when you compare it to other treadmill belt decks out there. I much prefer the 1750. I think it's a well-cushioned belt deck. Just like the S22i, the NordicTrack 1750 comes with a touchscreen that is rotatable. So whether or not you're taking your classes, your walking classes, your running classes on the treadmill, or you want to go ahead and rotate that screen in order to use the cross-training classes available with iFit programming, you're able to do that. Last machine that we want to talk to you about today is the Ergotta rower. Now, this is a water rower. The first thing that I notice about this rower is how aesthetically pleasing it is. I mean, it's got this nice wooden design, this water that whooshes around the flywheel. Anytime that I row on a water rower, it's almost like a therapeutic or like meditative session for me, because you can kind of zone out as you listen to the sound of the water going around that flywheel. Rowing in general is one of the lowest impact workouts that you can do for your body. Now, not only is it a low impact workout, but it's gonna elevate your heart rate, get your cardiovascular system fired up, but also actively build muscle in essentially every part of your body while you are using this machine. Now, we have chosen a water rower for somebody struggling with some sort of pain because there is a consistent pull to your drive. Now, unlike a magnetic rower or some air rowers where you choose the resistance like the Concept 2, this is completely you driven. So whatever you pull is the resistance that you're gonna find. So you're really able to have a little bit more consistency over time. The Ergotta rower has a 40-inch inseam and is able to accommodate rowers of up to 6 feet 8 inches tall. So really accommodate a lot of people to be able to use this machine. With the Ergotta rower, it comes with programming and there are 4 modes that you're able to use. So whether that's open rowing, a workout style rowing, arcade style rowing, or competitive type of training, you have a lot of variety to be able to to choose from. Now, if you are looking for more than just cardio equipment and you are wanting to strengthen your knees, again, you're having some mobility issues you want to work on, go ahead and check out our article. We're going to place a link below the like button where we're going to show you a lot of other exercises that you can do. Some of them are resistance band workouts, dumbbell workouts, some body weight movements. Go ahead and check out that article. Let us know if any of these things are helpful to you. We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below letting us know what you think. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and we'll see you back here next time.